Hi, I'm Leisha. I garden in St. George, Utah, which is a desert. I'm zone 8A, but we get like 95 degrees, 100 to 110 all summer. So it's a little different than gardening where I'm from, which is Utah County. So we have to do things a little bit different, and I'm going to show you one of those things right now, which really helps save things in the summer. We put up this shade cloth, and it seriously makes all the difference. Before I had this up, usually I don't have to put it up until June, but it got really hot really fast this year. So we put it up now because before everything was just getting scorched and burnt. And as soon as I put this up, everything just started to thrive. So as you can see, it doesn't cover the whole thing. I just have it in the middle because the sun goes this way. And so in the morning, the sun hits these two beds, it hits these two beds. And the shade hits here. And then as the sun comes over, the shade gets on those two beds and it gives those a relief, and then the sun comes over here. And it's a 40% cloth, so the sun comes through the cloth, but it's definitely not as harsh. Our UV rays here are extremely intense, and everything just gets burnt. So this is definitely a necessity. So we have these 3 U-shaped beds. We just built these this year. So everything that I'm doing right now is all experimental. I have no idea how these are going to work or even how things are going to grow in here. So with that being said, this bed has all of my squash, cucumbers, beans. So this is right here is all Desi squash. These right here are beans. Got some Dixie watermelon, some Arts ancient watermelon, which is a really cool story. Check out rareseeds.com for that story. It's right here I've got Tigger melon. It's a small personal melon. Kajari melon, same thing. Cucumber, and these are cucamelons that when I transplanted they pretty much died, so I'm glad to see they're coming back. Got white scallop squash, yellow scallop squash, some pole beans, and zucchini. So my plan with these is to have the zucchini kind of grow up over the bed and out, and then I have these cattle panels as trellises for everything to grow up. And then moving on to my second bed, we've got basil, ton of green beans, and we had a bug problem, so everything got just decimated. I had to chop everything down. These are some sweet peppers that I'm really hoping come back. Looks like they might. This one may not. Okay, I've got these Tabasco peppers that I just had to chop everything down because the bugs, and then the sun got really hot. I live in a high desert, and so the sun just came on this year really strong and just burnt everything. So everything looks like it's coming back pretty good. And then I got this habanero. I grew pretty much everything from seed, except I went and bought a few peppers when mine looked like they were dying. So I got nasturtiums, and then these are all my cherry tomatoes. I've got a few different kinds: white cherry, homestead, early cascade, and then black cherry. And then these are beets, which I don't know if they'll last much longer because we're already in the 90s. And then I've got orange bell pepper, and then purple bell pepper, which we've already gotten a couple of peppers off of it. And then these are purple bell pepper. That one got decimated as well. This purple basil also got destroyed. And then I've got these green beans. And then this is the last bed. I've got some jalapeno. And we've got a bunch of little new growth on this guy. These are anchos. And I have some little baby peppers on there. I had another one, but my son decided to be helpful and pick it. And it was just a little baby. It's part of gardening with kids. And then these, I've got my big boy tomatoes. We've got sun gold, which is like a salad size, I believe. Dr. Witchy's right there. Brandywine, purple brandywine, and then Homestead right there. And all these are radishes, which same as the beet. I don't know if I'm going to get any radishes out of it. I kind of put them in knowing I probably wouldn't, but I wanted to try anyways. And then these I've got Brad's Atomic Grape, which I'm really excited about. And then this ground cherry. And then another nasturtium. And then I have these, they're called candy onions I got from my neighbor. They're just all throughout this bed. And then I have just a couple other little side green beans. We've got lavender, mint in these grow bags. And this is a strawberry asparagus bed that I just don't know if it's going to do well, but I'm kind of focusing on the bigger beds this year, and if anything happens with this one, great. If not, I'll prioritize it next year. And then I've got different kinds of basil. I love basil. So, I've got Thai basil, purple basil, and lime basil. And that's it for the garden.